Shalom, shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory and honor praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I'm the brother one from down in Temple, Florida, from the camp of prophets of Babylon. Come with another quick hit to the spring prayer by YAHAWASHI. Lord wanted to edify and feed the sheep. Deborah said I was an apostle, great millstone, teach you well, peace and blessings to the brothers who push this work, and true sincerity to this God abroad. Now, it's not going to be too long, already for lesson, but I wanted to go into touch up on the topic on this gun license law being pretty much allowed within in Florida, man. Okay, which we are, as the brothers, stationed in Florida, man. For once again, I'm, from the camp of prophets in Babylon. If you brothers are familiar, we live down here in Florida, man. So, you have it. We have to see these certain laws and legislations and stuff like that get, passed on through out here, man. Recently we just seen, not to get off topic, but we just seen how some people were pretty much saying that, don't come to Florida, man. All right, due to certain situations that, or how I guess the living down here or something like that, and the racism. But these things we have to see down here, and to top it off, now you have it where this devil, whatever his name is, Ron, all right, is DeSantis, if I'm pronouncing that right, has signed a bill to loosening, gun laws on what, not having a permit. You don't have to carry a permit or on your concealed, gun down here, man. So, this thing is gonna get worse, man. This dude just made it a lot worse. But I just want to read up on a little and grab a couple of scriptures going into this, what is this topic, man. All right, so let's grab it. Let me see. So this is going into the article, which says in Tallahassee, Florida, it says Governor Ron DeSantis, it says on Monday, signed a measure that will allow Florida residents to carry guns without a state permit, but falls short of what some gun rights activists sought. All right, so here you have this dude, I'll just say to Ron, this guy, this is a governor over here in Florida, man, okay, has signed a bill off to allow people to pretty much walk around with a concealed weapon without no permits, without nothing like that, and let it be freely, man, which is a dangerous thing, man, because nowadays people have demons on them and they're acting a fool, man. Not too long ago, it was with the beloved brother Dabak and the Tazawah, man, was riding an Uber, getting a ride home, and this Uber lady, she told us about a situation she had recently had, man, driving the car. The lady cut her off, and it ended up being a situation where this Edomite woman, man, pulled out a gun and waved it, let her know that she would pretty much shoot her, man. All right, and she was just like, "What the hell?" And that's just accumulating. The demons on these people are getting worse, man. Here you have this devil has allowed people to walk around without having a concealed or without having a permit on a concealed weapon, man. All right, but reading a little bit, ain't gonna get too much in it, but you get the point. It says Ron, all right, DeSantis, it says signed the legislation behind closed doors. So this devil did it behind closed doors, man. And we go into topics about these guys, these people in high seats doing things behind, closed doors, man. It says, and in the governor's office, it says, with news of the bill signing being released first to Fox News, he had pledged during an appearance last week at the Georgia gun store that he would act quickly on the proposal, which passed the Florida legislature on Thursday. So here you have it, and then the quote that he said, it says, you don't need a permission slip from the government to be able to exercise your constitutional rights. DeSantis says, as a Republican, and said at that time, that's what he pretty much said. And it says Florida becomes the 26th state to allow residents to carry concealed weapons without a permit. All right, and now what's gonna cause that, man? When all hell starts to break loose, man, everything starts to get worse. These people who does not have, don't have a permit or don't have these certain things that pretty much puts a restriction on them having weapons. They're gonna be using these things to get around and take and steal and rob and murder with, man. All right, and all these devils is doing is allowing that to be more of an access to, destruction, man. Okay, so that they can ultimately bring forth that order or the chaos, man. All right, which is that NWO establishing those things. All right, now just bring me back to the scriptures. All right, this ain't gonna be too long, but it says, this is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Woe, meaning destruction unto them woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." And those decrees are what? Those laws, man. Okay, that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And these devils are ultimately behind the ones that is putting these things, okay, to play, man. Okay, and it says, "Woe, meaning destruction," because these devils ultimately they're gonna get taken out, man. Because here you have it. Look, these devils just sign behind closed doors, so pretty much, unaware, man. Unaware people who are unaware. This devil signed it and let it be to where you have it now. You can walk around with in Florida without having a permit on you, man. Or when they used to have it, where you can go get a permit, you had to go through all these certain things, and keep those certain checkups or whatnot. But now you can just do it and have a concealed weapon on your side. And if someone, push up on you wrong or try you or whatever, you can just automatically do as you please, man. Okay? And that's going to lead to things getting worse and worse and worse, man. So we're about to see a lot of death and destruction and a lot of mass killing, man, soon. All right, due to all these things that are being allowed through all these bills that's being passed, man. All right? And best believe they're going to do more like this, man. Okay, because what is that going to bring? Let me see. Let me grab this right here. What is it going to bring? It's going to bring this right here. Let me grab that in the second Ezra. Okay. This is second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor prince, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right, because of the times we're coming into, man. All right, Esau's cranking down. Okay, he's cranking down. You just had a situation where the dairy farm just blew it up. Okay, where that's just caused where chickens and foods and everything that was being processed through that area are just went into flames, man. And that's gonna make it harder for food to be distributed out to where it need to be distributed to, man. Okay. You have it where you have inflation, okay? You have it where diesel is being has an inflation, okay? We have numerous things going out. You had a war was last year, okay, not too long ago, where a bunch of farms, okay, in places going up in flames, man, exploding. Animals was dropping left and right. It's getting worse and worse and worse. So with these things being a problem, the situation. These Americans are going to get angry and angry by the day, man, because they're going to get less of supply, less of, things that they need. Okay, your utensils. All right, so it's going to get worse, and they're going to turn on their government, man. That's their sedition. They're going to turn them onto their government, man. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor prince. And it says, in the course of their action shall stand in their power." So these people are going to be taking actions in their own hands, man. You're just going to pretty much be getting to how you live. And guess what? A bill like this being allowed is going to make it much easier for these people to operate in a more chaotic spirit, man. All right. It's going to give them more of the leverage to do evil, man, to do wickedness. All right. And now if it goes to taking another one's life or robbing or stealing, that's what they're going to do, because these devils have what? That made those unrighteous decrees to be allowed. Okay. And where people can use these things to their benefits now. All right. And this is how Esau plays his Monopoly game. All right. This is how he plays his chessboards and putting people into play. All right, as these people that's in government seats or in power, okay, or even just mini-mans or middlemans, they are all puppets to this chess game, man, that Esau has set up. But all that's going to bring death and destruction to them. Reading on, verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And why is that? Because with all that going on, all that chaos going on, Esau is going to bring forth his martial law. He's going to bring forth these in placements where you're not going to be able to enter into different cities. All right, it's going to be, pretty much checkpoints, man. If you ever watched the movie Songbird, that would give you the great example. Okay, this is what Esau's going to put in play due to all the chaos that's going to happen, due to everything getting worse and worse over time. All right, because right now people got the people are good, man. People are good. Matter of fact, let's grab that. In 17, we're gonna bring it back to 17, but we're gonna grab it at 16 just to get the point. All right, because everyone's good right now, but it's gonna get much worse. This is the book of 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case." And right now, people think themselves to be in a good case. They still can go to the stores. They still can get food. They still can get water. They still can go outside without no restrictions, man. Okay, Esau gave you a prime example how he would have you restricted within your house when they have that lockdown. How much more when they have the cities blocked off, when they have the airports blocked off, when they have the certain towns and cities and all that just blocked off, man. Okay, you can't even go outside the barrier of your neighborhood. Imagine that being blocked off, man. Okay, so right now people just thinking of something being a good case, but when all that really starts to crumble down, and people are gonna start losing their freaking minds, man. All right, but reading on, it says that they shall think themselves to be in a good case, and even then, it's just even then, okay, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. So things are getting worse and worse and worse while you are relaxing or in a state of mind and not worrying these things, man, or are not aware of these things. It says sword, famine, and great confusion. So this is what's going to be accumulating while you are in the state of thinking everything's fine. All right. So bringing that back to 15, verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and they shall not be able. So there's going to be restrictions put on these cities, man, on these towns and places in your neighborhood. Or there's going to be restrictions, man. Ultimately, we're on the highways, places that you would mainly get to another city from, man. From another city, you're not going to be able to get there, man, because what? Esau's going to have his troops out there patrolling. It says, verse 18, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor." All right. So, hey, it says a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. All right. No one's going to care about, how long they knew you in that day, how long it's been many years and time. And, you guys and Sally and Joseph been, the best of best friends for years as neighbors, man. They're not going to care. People are not going to care about that in that day, man. Okay. Because what? They're going to have a certain weaponry. They're going to have certain supply. They're going to have certain foods. They're going to have certain things that people are going to want, man. Everybody's going to be in a state of getting how they live. Okay. Getting how to live, man. Reading on, it says, "But shall destroy their houses with the sword." What is that sword? That's the point. The modern day gun, man. Okay. So having this bill been allowed, okay, where people can walk around, okay, with a concealed weapon without no permit. They're going to use these things to their advantage. It says, "But shall destroy their houses with the swords." This was going to do because they have the access and leverage to it, man. It says, and spoil their goods. I mean, they're going to take what you got. What you got in the house, they're going to be willing to take it, man. And they're going to use that sword. They're going to use that permit-free license to get it, man. They're going to do that. And it says, because the lack of bread, which food's going to be, less and less and less, all right, in those days, man. Okay, and it says, and for great tribulation, it's going to be horrible. Okay, time's going to be really hard, man. All right, it's going to be so bad out there, man. As it said in Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, man. Okay, it's going to be horrible, man. Okay, especially our you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, man. Our people are going to feel it horribly, man. Okay, it's going to be a terrible time. And you're going to need the Lord to get through those times, man. All right, let me grab this right here because it says, the neighbor is not going to have no pity, right? Where it says in Matthew chapter 24, verse 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, things will get worse. All right. It says, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. So it says that iniquity shall abound, man. Okay. Then now we just bring that out. And in 16, 2 Ezra 16, where it went into that these things we think it's going to be good and dandy, but things are going to get worse throughout time. Okay. And even then it says even then, shall evils grow, man. So things are getting worse. I mean, it's going to get bad. Okay. So when it said in Matthew chapter 24, verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So what are people going to be in the mind of? They're going to be in a state of losing their minds, man. People are not going to care about their loved ones. They're going to care about their friendships. They're not going to care about none of that, man. These people are going to be out there trying to make a living, survive. All right. They're going to use these weapons to do it. All right. I'm grabbing one more scripture and I'm going to close it out. Lord, when you are edified. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 15. It says, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. All right. So, hey, here you have it, man. This is, a big thing to acknowledge and be aware of, because people are going to be walking around here with guns on them. And any time, at any moment, at any day, these devils can have a demon hop on them. Okay. And these people can act the fool, man. All right. So we're in some troubling times, man. We're in some troubling times. Matter of fact, I can grab that. Grab that and close it out with that. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. So great troubles, man. All right, great troubles are going to come to this place, man. And people are going to be a great involvement of it. All right, death, destruction, all that's going to come, man. All right. So with that, that was the point. You have it. This governor just allowed, this bill to be pushed through. So, things are going to get much worse, man, from here. So with that, Lord, when this was edifying, I would give all glory and honor praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Once again, the boss said I was an apostle of MILLSTOND. Teach you well. Until next time I say, Shalom.